I think the adoption of like the consumer debt that we've already touched on in this podcast has been kind of ridiculous and crazy, and how accepted it is for people to be levered up to the tilt on a
Yeah.
house and a car and
Yeah.
credit cards and financing what is solar panels, whatever you want to finance right now, you can finance at an 18%
Absolutely.
rate. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Trailers, you know what I mean? Boats. And I think the consumer probably doesn't care about it right now. The average consumer doesn't care about it. And I don't think their spending habits reflect that they care about it, but eventually they will,
Yeah.
unless something dramatically changes, especially with
Mhm.
inflation. So
Good.
And I think especially when you, just to add a little bit on color on that, you talked about auto loans and when we see higher default rates. I mean, when we see that then it's already like, I think it's a good indicator, because how much on spending do you pull back before you decide to not pay your auto loan? When that is one of the most important things to have, is
Yeah.
your car.
or
So
you
if you're
sell
already
it back and get a hoopty.
right, so if you're already in a position where you cannot pay that, everything else is depleted,
Yeah.
and everything else will be depleted before you start pulling back on that.
Yeah.